KatieWaltman.com. KatieWaltman.com. They have high quality earrings, bracelets, necklaces, and everything in between. Again, they even have clothing wear for women. So if you're trying to surprise that woman in your life, or if you have a little baby girl on the way, check out their great selection at KatieWaltman.com. Use promo code PSCOTT, PSCOTT at checkout for 20% off your order every single time. And they offer free shipping for orders over $100. That's KatieWaltman.com, promo code PSCOTT for 20% off. I don't know why I sound like such a baby in that, but I sound like a baby in that. I also started the stream way too late. But my did you know is, because you said that you want to talk about the Roman history, is did you know ancient Romans used to use powdered mouse brains as toothpaste?
No, I didn't.
Yes.
I've lived my whole life without knowing that. That's disgusting.
Look, man, I don't know when as a society we started to get to this point where we knew that technology was this important, and also that we figured out that we could just make these things. It's kind of crazy when you think about it.
Yeah, because you got, like, who thinks of certain things? Like, that's really, like, who was the first person who was like, you know what? I bet I can drink this cow's milk. Like,
yo, thank you for saying. And I don't want to be that so like dramatic, like, well, thank you. But everything where we get to where we are, like those types of questions have always kind of made me who I am, is that, man, how did we get here? Who tested this? Who approved it?
Right.
Who stamped on it multiple times and said, this is what is law. This is how we regulate things. Man, you are not wrong when it said that thing comes out of a cow. Yep.
Right. Like, you a little freaky dude. It's like, you know what? I want to drink that. Like, that's. And then what do you move on to? Goats? It's like, you know what? I bet I can drink it from the goat too. Like, I don't know.
Which goat?
Right.
You know how sports fans are. Sports fans are gonna be like, well, which goat do you mean?
I do want to take my hat off to the first lady that, decided she was gonna, do that. So
revolutionized the game.
Yeah, I hope she's in heaven. She deserves her name.
Also, for the first person to do it, what it had to be like what it had to be like down there.
Yeah, it was funky. It was
a championing. Ugh. Stephen Mumma says, "What's up, guys?" And I love Stephen Mumma because he's a big Bills fan. He's in Buffalo. I am somebody who doesn't keep their ear to the ground so much with the Buffalo Bill, or I'm sorry, the Buffalo Sabres. But he loves New York sports. He lives up there. He lives, breathes, and dies. I love him to death. He's been on the show multiple times. But I'm happy for the Sabres breaking their streak. But also, man, if it ain't Pat LaFontaine and Dominic Hasek, I don't really care anymore, man. I used to.
You ain't rolling with Tage Thompson?
Man, I haven't watched hockey in probably, I would say, honestly, I've watched some playoff hockey intermittently with the last, I would say 4 to 5 years. But before that, man, I had a 10-year gap where I watched no hockey at all. Is that Virginia?
Yep.
God.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right.
See, this is harassment. I'm glad that Steve is here because he does love hockey and you love everything that's sports related. So you guys can go ahead and chop it up between the Sabres.
I mean, I don't. There's not much to talk about as far as my hockey team is concerned.
Oh, the Blackhawks.
Yeah,
Do you
they'll be in the
call?
lottery yet
Do you
again.
just call them the Hawks?
Yeah.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wasn't sure if I was being too out of pocket on that one.
No, they're like, here come the Hawks, the mighty Black Hawks. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
That whole because I don't know the theme song, but that was hell funny.
All Chicago teams have one except the White Sox because no one cares about them.
Wait, are the White Sox really the only team that doesn't have like an anthem or a theme song or whatever?
They probably do. They're just like, who cares? Like,
Damn.
man, they got the number 1 pick in the draft, and the dude's a stud. I'm salty. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like Rock Chalowski. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's a cold ass name.
What's his name?
Rock Chalowski.
That's not a cold. That's not what that is. That's a Red Sox name.
Oh man, that sounds see to me it sounds Polish, and there's so many Polish people here in Chicago. Like, he's gonna be a star.
Oh, that's right. There's a huge Polish community in Chicago. I forgot about that.
Yes.
It just like when you have a ski at the end of it, I always think like Northeast.
Like, my football coach was Polish. He used to take us to the old Warsaw to eat and stuff like that. Larry Pawlowski. That's my guy.
Dude, that would have to be the most. I feel like that would be aggressive as hell.
Bro. Well, I tell you, he was the best like health teacher because he would take all the football players like hey, the answers to the test are going to be this to make sure we were all eligible. Loved Coach Pie.
Yo, that's on one end, it is the most disrespectful thing that you could do as a parent. Like you see that, but it's also you see on the other end, man, that's a real one. He knows what his job is about and why, because he's not here to teach social studies.
He's like, man, look. And like the worst part about it is like we lost every game. So he was making sure we were eligible.
Oh,
just
damn.
So he definitely was a real one.
He said we lost every game.
Every game by at least 50 points. Like, it was bad.
Y'all were the Detroit Lions of high school.
Bro, we scored 18 points the whole season junior year.
Nope.
I swear to God.
Nope.
We scored 18 points.
There's no way y'all did that.
I got my first concussion.
How many games are your seasons?
9.
No.
Hey, bro, who gonna admit it? Like
there's no way.
Oh my soul, 18 points.
That's no. Yo, there's no fucking way. That might be the funniest shit I've ever heard in my entire life. 18 points the entire
You know how
game?
bad it is when your parents come to the game and they leave before halftime and like we'll just be back to come get you?
No, I never had to experience that because I hardly got to get my run. So they were there they were just there to support their baby boy. That's something crazy.
Yeah.
Wow. Anyway, let's get back to the actual talking point. We've had a 9-minute intro. Ooh, god damn. All right. So I got into, I don't want to say an argument, but there was another page that had asked the most overrated quarterback of all time. And I don't necessarily have an answer for the most overrated quarterback, but I have like a list. Troy Aikman is up there, along with Michael Vick. Oh, I can already see it. Actually, I forgot my third one. Damn. But as a it doesn't matter as a Bears fan or not. Like, who are some of your most overrated quarterbacks? Because
Steve Young. Steve Young.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Not a Steve Young guy. It's just like, bro, you're just sitting at the table that Joe Montana set, and like you you didn't. I don't know. Wasn't nothing special about Steve Young to
Oh,
me.
Eli. Eli was the other one.
Eli's ass. I don't even rate Eli.
Thank you. Okay, so to me it was Aikman, Eli, and Vic. That was my three.
Like I'm cool on Steve Young. I'm cool
That's wild to
on.
me though, man. Like,
I'm cool on Buddy. Like I don't know. Like it's just something about Steve Young I just don't like. Am I probably wrong? Yes, but I'll still stand on it. Like you, Steve Young.
well, here's the thing that I will say is that one thing that irritates me about just like society in general is that they can't compartmentalize one question and then an answer, right? So overrated, you can still be very good,
Mm-hmm.
but be overrated. Like those two things can coexist at the exact same time, to me at least. And that's the
Like
way I look
SGA.
at it. SGA, and I'm the same with Josh Allen. Like, and people, it's mostly because I'm not trying to be the homer guy. I know I lean super hard the other way of not being a homer guy, but it's I feel like Eli because of the two rings and who he beat, not who he beat, who the Giants beat.
Right.
I'm not doing that. Eli's overrated. Vic was overrated because he was a cheat code Madden 04. And Troy Aikman because he played behind the best O line, one of the greatest running backs, one of the greatest wide receiving core, and the best defense of all time. Is that his fault? No. But also by the same token, that man doesn't deserve the praise that he gets just because he won 3 Super Bowls. To me, we're not doing that.
No, I'm with you when you're right. Like that's how I feel about Emmitt Smith. Like, bro, chill out, bro. Like you weren't better than Barry. I don't care what anybody says.
I will thank you. I will fight anybody in the streets who says that Barry Sanders is not better at football than Emmitt Smith.
Yeah, because what? That's Barry Sanders. Like I got LT over Emmitt Smith.
Oh, you got LT. So the thing is that like I understand and I agree with you. Most people will not when it comes to LaDainian Tomlinson, though.
No, man. LT was a machine. LT
Well,
was
here's the deal. So if you had LT on that level, how far down the pedestal does Sean Alexander get knocked?
who?
I love when you say who, because I know what you mean, but let the people know.
Like Sean Alexander not even in the team photo. Like Sean Alexander is down there with Frank Gore.
Yo, okay. So now that we're here, man, I wasn't expecting this to go here. So we've had a few years of like just crazy statistical running back seasons. What about Priest Hall? Is he in the same level? Like I know he's not going to be regarded the same way that Emmitt Smith is. I get that, but I mean, peak Priest Holmes, peak CJ2K, peak LT.
Well, I don't think they're in LT's league, but when you talk about, they're like Arian Foster, the Amon Greens. It's like they had a few good seasons, and they could have been great. They just didn't have the longevity.
How much do you think longevity means in the grand scheme of things?
Depends
Because
on the impact you made in that period of time. Because like I look at someone like Todd Gurley. To me, Todd Gurley's a Hall of Famer.
I'm glad you said that because I'm right there with you. He's the Gale Sayers of modern football.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely agree with you. Like, come on. Until recently, he had all the records and he's been out of the league for like 6 years. Like,
Yeah, no shit, right?
Todd Gurley was
That's
a
how
monster.
good that dude was.
Yeah, Todd Gurley was on his way to being a top 5 to 10 back all time if he could have stayed healthy.
Easily. But when it
I
comes to like the overrated quarterbacks, right? The problem that I have is people not being able to differentiate overrated versus, what we consider to be applicable data, on top of the fact of most valuable or whatever. There's certain levels to it. So with Vic, I feel like he's overrated because he was great in a video game. We kind of talked about it earlier. But the fact that people can't really put two and two together, like, could you not understand the reason why I feel like Troy Aikman is overrated?
No, I can definitely understand it.
I know that you can, but people go when they immediately go to 3-time Super Bowl champion. Duh. Nah, man, that's a weak ass argument, and you know it, and so do I. Like,
yeah, like Steve Walsh would have won with that team.
So that when people say like the rings culture to me is the most it's not the most upsetting thing because it sounds like now you're being some kind of Karen or whatever you want to say. But like Brad Johnson has a Super Bowl. It doesn't mean that he's better than Dan Marino. Like that's what I see, and that's why I got so irritated. I'm like, you cannot be telling me that Dan Marino is a lesser quarterback than Brad Johnson or Jeff Hostetler. Trent Dilfer. We are not doing that.
Right. Give me Rex Grossman.
Oh, you already had him though.
Yeah, I like him just to shoot him.
Oh, Jesus Christ. For everybody listening and watching, look, he didn't mean that. He wouldn't actually.
Oh man, give me a paintball gun, fully loaded.
Okay, now that's different.
I'm letting loose on Rex Grossman.
I never really thought about this, but who is the worst starting quarterback to ever play in one? Like, not win it, because I could even argue that Peyton Manning is the worst quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl when he was with Denver, because God, he was awful that season. But is Rex Grossman the worst quarterback to ever represent a team in the Super Bowl? If you gotta think about it, that means that you don't believe fully that he is. There's somebody else that's cheap.
I don't know. He might be. Like, I'm trying to think of who would be worse.
I know he had better stats at certain points, but Kerry Collins,
I would have took him over Rex.
God damn, dude. Your boy Rex he's not beating any of these allegations.
Neil O'Donnell, maybe.
Oh, with the Steelers?
I probably would still take him over Rex.
God damn. Who's
Stan Humphries?
Yo, they got waxed by Sam. Wasn't it like 55 to the Bills are the only ones who get credit, lack thereof, for getting smoked by Dallas 52-17, but the Chargers got smoked.
Baby screaming.
Did you put her on mute?
Huh?
So did you put her on mute?
No, I don't. She's just screaming. I don't know why she's screaming. I know she don't feel good.
Oh, do you need to hang it up?
I don't know.
It's
No one's called for dad, so I don't know.
I can filibuster for a moment if you need like a moment or two.
All right, go ahead. Let me check. My bad. Let me check and see what's
No,
going on with this little.
you have nothing to apologize for. Don't apologize for being good dad. You're all good, man. But when it comes to the talking point that we're at right now is overrated quarterbacks, and I would say a spirited conversation is what I got into with somebody else, and I said, well, Michael Vick and Troy Aikman are overrated quarterbacks, mostly because the nostalgia of the quarterback of the Cowboys won 3 Super Bowls. It's really easy to do that, right? Super easy. On top of the fact of, not on top of the fact of, but when we couple it with Michael Vick, is man, he was a cheat code in a video game. And sometimes we just have this nostalgic appearance and we say, this is what I know, this is what I feel. This like you can't tell me I was wrong. You could be wrong because video games are not real life. But at the exact same token, we're not taking away from their actual individual talent, but we are going to tell you, and sometimes there's a little bit of a reach. And I've always said this about Bo Jackson. I've never once said that Bo Jackson is not an elite athlete. But if you're going to put two and two together and say that man is an elite NFL running back, no, he's not. Do you know who has more running yards, more rushing yards than Bo Jackson in the NFL? Jim Harbaugh. That's wild. That's crazy, right? The people that, or the folks that champion for him to be the running back that he is. That's the problem. Differentiate it. He's not a top 5 running back of all time. He's just not. But if you were to tell me that you think that Bo Jackson is a top 5 athlete of all time, all right, I can absolutely entertain that conversation. And that's where we are right now. It's being able to differentiate overrated and best and things like that. Because when it comes to even the quarterback position, yes, Josh Allen has an MVP, but he won it in a year that he shouldn't. Lamar has 2 and should have 2. Oh, there he is. I did my best. I did my best to just filibuster and like I was just doing my own sports show.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, no good. Well, anyway, how's the baby girl doing? She all right?
Yes, she's fine.
All right.
She's fine. She's she's 5 and she's 6. So let's put it down.
Well, I don't want to take you too far away from your fatherly duties. How much time do you think that you might have?
Let's just wing it. We'll be all right.
All right. Well,
I'm on the main floor now, so I can hear her.
all right. I fair enough. So what I do want to bring up is again one of the things that we talk about, like overrated quarterbacks and things like that, is it's also overrated players. And I feel like people don't understand the differentiation of overrated doesn't mean that you're not good. It's just like, so what's a show that somebody said to you was the best show ever? And then once you watch, you go, yeah, it's all right.
The Office.
Very good one. To me, it's Game of Thrones. Like that's people hyped up Game of Thrones so much that once I finally watched it, and I never watched that show until it was the final season because my wife loved it. She loved the books, the movies, the show, and the movies. But I
The,
watched it with her, and I was like, it's kind of cool. Like I kind of get it, but
the final season ruined it. Like it would have had a claim for the best show ever, but the final season ruined it for me.
And the reason why I have a backlash on it is like I know that Aaron Rodgers was in it, and I'm not sure if coincidentally that's the reason why you thought the last season was the worst one. But I had never seen an episode of Game of Thrones until the last season was coming up because my wife wanted me to watch it with her. So I rewatched everything with her. And I would say for the first 8-9 episodes, I thought, this is a pretty cool show. And then it got real old real quick.
It's like I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. I am.
Oh, I struck you. I'm so sorry. God.
But no, it's like the last season really knocked it down some notches.
Is it because did it knock it down because of Aaron Rodgers, or because you knew it was a final season and you knew it was coming, or it just fell flat somewhere else?
Yeah, it was just the last couple episodes. It's like, what? This is how we're going out. Like,
I mean, if you're getting, they put a quarterback who was already on the back burner then as a caveat, like as a stand-in. That means that you're reaching for something, I would imagine. Right? Like, could you imagine if Ben Roethlisberger just showed up out of nowhere and just did this?
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Being there raping people.
Oh, Craig's in the building. Yo, Craig said he misses. He's sorry that he misses the timing that we do these things. Wow, you are glowing right now. Like metaphorically, physically, literally, all of them. But he agrees with you. He says that The Office is overrated. I like The Office enough, but again, it's one of those things like it can be good without having to have the over accentuation of this is the best thing I've ever seen. And that's the problem I have with some of these TV. I've never once seen an episode of Breaking Bad for the exact same damn reason.
Definitely overrated. A good show, really good show, but it's not. It ain't all that.
Something is allowed to be good and also be overrated, aka Josh Allen.
Allen Iverson.
Oh, Georgetown and Uncle Philadelphia is about to come after your ass.
He's a Bulls fan. He'll be all right.
How's that awful Mountain Dew Baja Blast treating you? I'm so glad that we talked beforehand because I knew I pegged it to a T. It was gonna taste exactly like what it was, give you a little bit of hint of the color, and it's not good, right?
I mean,
it's not good. That's not good, but it's
not different. It's the same.
Man, that's gotta be disheartening.
It's like when you've been with a woman for 10 years and it's like, is the sex really different? She might throw on some different panties, but it's still the same sex you had.
And I was and if they do something different, it's like where you learn that.
Right. What's his name? What are we doing? I'll kill you and him.
Oh my God. All right. But no, we went on so many different tangents in 30 minutes. All right. So Do you? I do kind of. I mean, I get where you're coming from with Steve Young and the overratedness. I think that the all time. I am really hard in the paint on the Troy Aikmans and uh, the Michael Vicks. But as far as current NFL quarterbacks, where do you land on who's overrated?
Jordan Love.
Oh, I love that you said that. I've been on that. Yo, I have been on the Jordan Love is overrated kick for so damn long, and I'm so glad that somebody else. Why? Why are we putting him on this pedestal?
I have no idea.
Like, I don't get it.
He's a good quarterback. He's just not a top 5 quarterback to me. If you said he was top 12, I'm okay with it.
Oh yeah, to me, like, but again, it's circumstantial, right? But he could easily be I was gonna say easily could be a top 7. I don't care where he goes. He's not like a top 10 quarterback to me at all.
I love that energy.
You what?
I love that energy.
Yeah, man, and I'll keep it because I really know as a Bears fan, you lean fully into the support of Jordan Love Cheeks. I just don't. I've never understood it.
He's solid. I mean, but
he's a starting quarterback.
Everything has to be perfect for Jordan Love. Like he's not going to make something out of nothing.
No, he's not, and that's one of the things that I've brought up multiple times. Like, I just don't understand where we go through and it's a little bit off topic, but it's Malik Willis. When he signed with Miami, it's you know what he got? You got a great. He was a laughing stock in Tennessee, and then he was a laughing stock when he got signed by Green Bay. And then guess what? He had 2 games, and they go, you know what? We'll give him a little bit less than backup money with a roster who is less than a backup squad. Miami is fielding a complete practice squad of actual starters this year. All the Malik Willis lovers, you gonna find out real quick that he's not the guy you thought he was, or Miami's intentionally doing what they're doing, and they have been doing it for years, except for Brian Flores finally called them out on their bullshit.
Yeah, they're tanking for Arch. That's all it is.
Well, they did the exact. That's so funny because it was a whole tank for Tua thing.
Mm-hmm.
So they're doing. You think they're replicating that same thought process of Arch? Either A, Arch will slide to us, or B, we got to be bad enough where we don't have to trade up and get Arch with the number 1 pick.
Exactly. No one's taking harder than the Jets, though. They got 3 first-round draft picks next year.
I actually don't. I know it's contradictory to the whole sports landscape, but man, as long as you are trying to do something, I get it.
Yeah.
Like the Jets are trying to be bad.
As they should. Wish the Bulls would have done that.
I just like where. So I'm distracted because I can hear something in the background, and I heard I like what I like, and I'm like, I don't know if I like what I like.
Yeah,
you're watching Housewives of Atlanta or some shit, huh?
No, there's Bible study going on in the background.
Oh damn, that was the furthest thing. Whoops. But as far as for me, when it comes to overrated quarterbacks at this day and age in the NFL, Jordan Love is somebody who I lean heavily on, and I co-sign on that. The other two is not because I think they're overrated with the totality of their career, but where they are now, and it's Aaron Rodgers and most specifically Kirk Cousins. People still saying if Kirk Cousins was there, he could X, Y, and Z. I'm like, why are we still doing this? Why are we doing it?
Leave Kirk O'Chains alone, man.
Look, I love Kirk O'Chains as a person, as a football player. I say you should have never gotten that 19th extension. Like, this is crazy to me, man. This is wild.
Yeah. Hey, his agent is the GOAT. What can I say? Shit,
We talked about that earlier. We did mention that earlier that he is the GOAT. His agent is the GOAT. You got any NBA talk or anything like that?
Oh God, no.
This man said, "Oh God, no." Is it still because the Pistons are the number 2 seed or number 1 seed? Is that why your butt hurt?
It's because my parlay already looks dead, and it's only an hour in. So, yeah.
Hold up. Sorry, I got somebody knocking at the door. Hold up. Braxton, please don't answer the door. I swear to God, man, nobody in Alaska has any decorum at all. We have people knocking on our door at 9 o'clock 6 days ago. And I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. Whoa, I usually do that. Nope, that's how mad I was. They was knocking at my door at 9 p.m. just trying to sell me stuff. Nope.
Well, brother, I just got a text message that I need to get the baby because she's in Bible study. What's happening, B?
What's that?
It seems like they're walking away with the pizza.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, apparently my food's getting taken away, so I go take care of that.
All right.
Dude,
I'm getting called the daddy duty anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah. Sounds good. You guys stay blessed. I'll talk to you guys in the next one, man. Just this whole thing is stupid.